Now, something that has been occurring every now and then is I've been getting customers that go and buy a quarantine tank, and that's a great idea to buy a quarantine tank, but when you go and buy a tiny little one and chuck 3 or 4 fish in it in one go, it doesn't work. So it's really important to have a quarantine tank to minimize your chance of disease, but it's also important that you have a quarantine tank that can easily capacitate the fish that you actually put into the quarantine tank. And there's a couple of things you can do to hack it. First thing is make sure you're testing your water. The other thing is to make sure you get plenty of cured filter material out of your other tank, even if you just chuck it in the tank itself, to make sure you got plenty of established good bacteria when you put those fish into the tank. So you really need to keep an eye on your ammonia and nitrite in particular when you put fish into a quarantine tank, and just be aware that all the same rules apply for the quarantine tank as would apply for introducing them to your aquarium. Needs to be done slowly, and good bacteria needs to be established. So if you do put too many fish in your quarantine tank, it's important you do really regular water changes, and it's important you use a product like Prime to detoxify any ammonia or nitrite to ensure the fish that actually survive the quarantine period. So the rules of a quarantine tank is the rules of the other tank. The bigger the tank, the better it goes.